This is downtown Sebring, Florida, and it's not what most people expect. We're going to walk through downtown toward the lake and see what life here actually feels like. If you're curious to know about places that most people may overlook, this place may surprise you. The town we're about to show you is probably the least talked about town in Central Florida. And we were also curious to find out why this city is called City on a Circle. Come, join us as we explore Sebring and see if this is a town worth visiting. When people think of Florida, they usually picture beaches, theme parks, or big cities like Miami and Orlando. But right here in Central Florida, there's a downtown that feels slower, quieter, and surprisingly charming. Today, we're walking through downtown Sebring, exploring Circle Park, the lakefront, local shops, and the small town vibe that still feels like old Florida. No agenda, no rush. Just seeing if Sebring is a city worth visiting or even living. After walking around the circle, we started the day the right way with coffee. And there's no rush because this city is very laid back. This is Sweetwater Cafe. Places like this tell you a lot about a town. It's local, relaxed, and the kind of spot where nobody's in a hurry. And while waiting for the cappuccino that I ordered, I couldn't help myself with the little education from the coffee school sign. This is definitely a charming and cheerful coffee shop. The sweetness of sugar blossom couldn't be missed from the outside window. Everything looks so stunning and mouth-watering. And look at this Oreo brownie. And have you ever seen a Rice Krispie brownie with a layer of caramel under the chocolate? If you're the type who likes discovering towns through their coffee shops, this one makes a good first impression. From downtown, everything in Sebring feels connected. You're never far from the water, and that's really what defines this town. Lake Jackson sits right next to downtown, and it quietly shapes the pace of life here. No big spectacles, just open space, calm views, and room to breathe. This is Lake Jackson, and this is where Sebring really starts to make sense. There's something grounding about towns built around lakes instead of highways. You see people walking, sitting, fishing, or just doing nothing at all. And somehow that feels intentional. The water is super clear here as compared to most of the lakes we've seen. Next to the lake is the Highlands Lakeside Theater, a community performing center. Holds a mix of musicals, plays, and special events. Sebring is a city in Highlands County, located in Central Florida heartland, about 90 miles south of Orlando and inland from the Gulf Coast. Sebring has a nickname, the City on the Circle, and this is referring to the Circle Drive in the historic downtown. Sebring's population has grown modestly over the past decade and remains characteristic of a small town knit community. And recent estimates project a population of about 11,700 to 12,000 people. Can't miss an opportunity to shop when you see something nice. The median age here is 48 years old, which shows a young middle-age group, and it also appeals to many retirees with a long-term residence. Sebring's income levels are below Florida's overall averages, and this is reflecting its lower cost of living. And if you're wondering what kind of places are here to eat at the Circle in the city, there's Macaritos, Southwest Mexican Eatery, Sugar Sand Brewery and Distillery, Kavanaugh's Irish Pub, Peru Fresh Cuisine and Bar, Havana Restaurant and Bakery, and now Sebring Soda. Let's check this out. And right here at the Sebring Soda Shop, it's not just about the over 200 craft vintage bottled sodas, but also includes super premium ice cream. Inside, it has a retro style experience with a menu that also includes gourmet hot dogs, soft pretzels, milkshakes, sundaes, and floats, plus the Super Sebring Sunday Challenge. I got the totally gross soda, Unicorn Yuck, which has raspberry, orange, and cream. I was just thinking about my grandkids. Luigi has the limoncello here.
I have never seen a soda limoncello. That's why you come here to the store. They have over 200 flavors of sodas.
Unicorn Yak. It's something kids will like. Here's to my grandkids. The city of Circle was founded in 1912 by George Sebring, a pottery manufacturer from Ohio. While on a fishing trip to Lake Jackson, he was struck by the unnatural beauty of the area. He decided the east side of Lake Jackson was an ideal location for a town site and purchased 9,000 acres. This building used to be First National Bank on Ridgewood Drive. It is undergoing a major multi-million-dollar transformation. The building is being converted into modern office space. The first floor is planned for the Sebring Hall of Fame Race Museum, featuring history on the 12 hours of Sebring race and the drivers. The City on the Circle has 1920s features with Mediterranean revival, classical revival, and early Art Deco styles. Many buildings are two-story structures of red or buff brick, though some have been modernized with painted finishes or stucco. Archive records indicate that George Sebring's circle plan for the downtown area was based on the design of Heliopolis, an ancient Egyptian city. Let's take a walk around the circle.
And get dizzy.
And we feel that many of our viewers may recognize Sebring because it stepped into the national spotlight as the star of Home Garden TV or HGTV's third season of Home Takeover. Transformations included the iconic Circle Park, which work began in 2024, and the show aired in March of 2025. We're driving by the Harder Hall Hotel now. It's closed, but it's impossible to ignore. And that's because it's also known as the Big Pink Hotel on Little Lake Jackson, which originally opened in 1927. It was a high-end resort for golf and leisure. It was a social center of the city. Places like this carry a lot of Florida history. It faced many years of abandonment, but renovations are underway, turning it into a modern lakeside resort. Now, you may have heard about some stories coming from visitors that have shared personal accounts of unexplained phenomena during their stay. I guess it gives you that curiosity to come and see what roams around this gorgeous building. In the 1920s, this was a Spanish-style hotel, a luxurious hotspot for celebrities like Paul Newman. It closed in 1986 and became a notorious ghost site. And I'm looking forward what this resort will look like after renovations. It is also recognized as a National Historic Place. So this needs to go on the list of places to visit.
What makes it interesting in Sebring has a train station. Next time we're thinking instead driving to take the train to New York, and maybe that's another experience that we can share with you.
And this is the silver meteor passing through. It's one of those small moments that you don't plan, but it sticks with you. Driving along the lake is one of the best ways to experience Sebring. Just water, trees, and long views. This is the kind of drive where you roll the windows down without thinking about it. It is a calm, leisurely drive, often accompanied by the sight of locals enjoying the sandy shores of fishing. This is Veterans Beach at Purple Heart Park. It's simple, peaceful, and very serene. By the way, if you enjoy discovering places such as this in Florida, places that most of the people do miss, feel free to subscribe. We do enjoy visiting places like this, and we could share even more with you. You start to notice that Sebring doesn't overwhelm you with things to do. It gives you places to slow down instead. For some people, that might feel boring. For others, it feels exactly what they've been looking for. In a way, it feels like a nostalgic journey through old Florida, where sparkling clear water meets charming historic residential streets. Sebring is a small town with no resorts, no boardwalks, a town that moves on its own pace. Now, we've shown you downtown, the circle on the city circle, sorry. Sebring is a small town with no resorts, no boardwalks, a town that moves on its own pace. Now, we've shown you downtown, the city on the circle. We also showed you Lake Jackson. And now we're here at the Sunset Grill, where we're going to explore the menu that they have here and see what our taste buds have in store for us. And Sebring, it's not flashy. It's not trying to be anything it's not. And that's kind of what makes this special. And the same goes for the Sunset Bar and Grill, where we're waiting for our dinner here. And we need to mention that we are in the second week of February, and it is still cold here in Florida, so we need to wear our jackets. Luigi went to grab one of my jackets in the car because, again, he forgot his jacket. We may be driving our way to crazy. We moved twice. This is our second time, and we're trying to sit by the sun to just keep warm. I wanted to try out something quite different, so I have the chicken masala, and it comes with rice. So hopefully this will warm us up.
And I'm sticking with a nice burger. Was it bison burger with some Swiss cheese? That should do it.
I was just in the mood for something spicy and hot, so I do have the chicken masala here with the rice. And hopefully this will give me a nice kick and a nice warm up.
My burger has jalapeno inside. I'm sure gonna get a kick out of it. But then again, I love spicy food.
This chicken masala has the right spice, and the rice is cooked to perfection. And this is a great combination.
Let's give it a try. my burger is cooked by perfection. Very good. Okay, our burger and chicken masala was awesome, was delicious. But while sitting, we saw a dish coming out of the kitchen with nice lamb chops, and they looked so good. We said, you know, we couldn't resist. We gotta get another order. So here they are.
Well, I already tasted the fries and they're very crispy. Let's go for this lamb chop. Dunk it into the mint sauce. I know lamb chops is not for everyone. It is an acquired taste. We grew up on lamb and lamb chops. This is pretty good. It's cooked very good. This is medium. You don't want to make lamb chops well done, otherwise they're dry. Actually, even a little bit more on the rare side, they would still be very good. But they are delicious. And for people that have not tried, I suggest give it a try. This one is much better. It's cooked a little bit on the rare side, and that's the way lamb should be. Again, it has a better taste if it's not well done.
Food was really good, yeah. We do recommend the Sunset Grill. Service was excellent, and the lamb chops were really good. So we recommend it.
Between the walkable downtown, the lake views, and the relaxed pace, Sebring feels like a place where life just slows down. A reminder what Florida used to feel like before everything got busy. Let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts about Sebring? Is this your kind of Florida, or do you prefer something more livelier? If you enjoy this walk with us, hit that like button. It will help our channel and reach a wider audience. Thanks for watching. Till next time.
And if you haven't watched our other video of Lake Placid, be sure to watch it. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.